Are you ready for the hidden truths that are going to be revealed in the October 2025 energy update? Manifestation has become quicker. Yeah, and this means both good and bad manifestation. The upgrades we received were to help you understand that you are the source. Because the veils are thinner and the energy levels have gone up on the planet, Spirit can do more for you.
Hello, wonderful souls. Brace yourself for October's powerful energy update with Peter D. and his Spirit team.
Hey, you beautiful souls. Spirit's informed me of 3 things to be aware of to get the most out of October's energy. We're going to be looking at today how summer energies have settled and what that means for you moving forward. How manifestation, both good and bad, has become quicker. And also that increased help is available. So don't worry, let's dive into these 3 topics. First of all, summer was a big opening. Spring was really hard for many, many people, but summer opened so many portals and so much energy. We really grew. I mean, you felt it. But now that energy has settled and we're at a higher octave. The result is that more is available. And the more that's available is both conscious and unconscious. And that's the thing we really need to focus on, because these are the hidden truths that you've been holding for yourself. All those beliefs that you thought you dealt with, I'm not good enough, I don't deserve. If you don't really bring them out and fully release them, then unconsciously that's going to be manifesting for you. Yeah. You see, what's going on is you've upgraded your level. You're not in the kindergarten world anymore where you're just still trying to be figure things out. And, you think, oh, if I just pray right, Spirit will give it to me. No, you're starting to realize that you're a God creator being. That's what the energies of the summer were for, to uplift us into that awareness. But now, as a God creator being, it's like, well, what are we creating? And many people are still going, yuck, there's nastiness out there, evil people, bad, blah, blah, blah. And the whole thing is that you're still not taking the power for your creation. The upgrades we received were to help you understand that you are the source expressed as your beautiful persona on earth. And as such, what you hold is your reality. The law of attraction is 100% true. Okay? The thing nobody tells you, it's your unconscious that does most of the attracting. Yeah. So if you've got unconscious beliefs, all those shames that you haven't dealt with, those times that go all the way back to grade school or earlier where you felt like you weren't getting what you wanted because you were being punished or you didn't deserve. If you didn't fully let that out, you still have the unconscious beacon, I don't deserve, I'm not good enough, that's going on. And you could see this because you'll be either in a bliss state where lots of beautiful things are coming to you, or all kinds of difficulty will be coming to you. Because the unconscious manifestation is no longer filtered like it was. You are a more greater manifester because of all the abilities that were given over the summer. You've leveled up. And now you're having to deal with the fruits and the consequences of that. Which is, you're not in kindergarten anymore, not even in grade school, okay? So if you start to see stuff around you, you're going to go spiral down the victim route. Oh, it's terrible, I got to fight it. Or you're going to go, wow, there's still things I'm holding that need to be cleared. All right, so that's the biggest thing, is realizing that you've leveled up. So be very, very careful on what you're doing with your conscious, but more importantly, your unconscious. Now, most people I work with just don't have any access to their unconscious. It's like a whole game. But I sit there and I'm patient and I work with them. And, Tracy and I give sessions by donations 3 days a week. So you can sign up below if you want that. Okay? But I'm patient with them and I keep exploring. And then we get to the idea of, I just don't really feel good enough here. I don't really feel able here. I don't really feel like I have the ability. I tell myself, I put that game face on and I go out in the world, but deep down, I'm still afraid I'm inadequate here. Now, those inadequacies are what's going to manifest at this time. And this is why there's just so much chaos all around us. So If you haven't started your direct clearing program, you're going to be in for a world of woe. But if you want to start that, it's never too late. You got to start where you're at now. Okay? Tracy and I have created the 14-day free Ascension guide. It's not 14 days, it's 14 lessons. And really, you need to spend about 3 to 5 months on it, for 20 minutes 3 or 4 times a week, 20 minutes 3 or 4 times a week. And you'll just clear through all that unconscious backlog. You'll see it, it'll be laid out for you, and then you'll release it, express it, so it's no longer powering the creation you don't want. A lot of people are like, no, I don't want to do it. It's scary. I have to look inside at all my bad stuff and shame. I put that away, or they sit there. It's like, that's a lot of work. I'm too busy. Well, you're going to either manifest what you want right now, or you're going to be manifesting what your unconscious is screaming. And that's not going to be happy for a lot of people. So that's the first point, is that the summer energies are settled into place and you've leveled up. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to claim your power and use your abilities? Or are you going to keep playing the victim hide game and then have that rain on you even more? Because that's our second point. Manifestation has become quicker. Yeah. And this means both good and bad manifestation. See, the energies are loosening up on the planet. That's what all those portal openings were all about in the earlier part of the year. Okay? So now it's easier to go from a belief, a thought, an imagination to a physical reality, a density. Timelines are going to get loosey-goosey. You're going to see things that show up one day and then the next, like, where'd that go? They were this way the other day, or this was here the other day. That's going to start happening more and more because manifestation has become quicker. Now, people think that there's only like one reality and you have to pull something into it. That's not really how manifestation works. There's a multitude of realities. There's a timeline. There's a multiverse. And then your awareness shifts from the one where this is solid and present into where this is solid and present. Okay, so that's what you flip in timelines, right and left. And that's what this manifestation is. You're not bringing it into this reality. You're moving your awareness to the reality where it exists. And that's how creation takes place. Because the energies are looser, lighter, you're going to do that more quickly. And as we were saying in the first point, it's either going to be the really good stuff you manifest or the really hard stuff you manifest. And so you just kind of need to be aware of that this is way more powerful now. For example, I'm having a pretty rough go right now. Got a flu that I'm on the tail end of. Tweaked my knee, super hurt a lot, So things I had to put a lot of stuff on hold and just work on nurturing and taking care of my physical body because things were hurting, right? Now, I'm doing pretty good. Tracy and I have got friends right and left dying. All kinds of crap coming down on them. Job, financial stuff, relationship trauma, health trauma. And this is pretty much everybody we know. And many of these people are spiritually adept. And yet it's out there for a lot of people. That's because of the energy of this month is such that you're going to be experiencing what you're holding unconsciously. And so the bad will manifest just as quickly. So this is the wake-up call to really deal with it. Really, what you're going to do now that you're here. A lot of people don't like hearing this message. That's why sometimes we don't get a lot of views on these messages and channels. No, I don't want to do any work. I don't want to hear that. Somebody else is going to do it for me. And they'll just, people are going to go to their grave playing the I'm a little kid card, take care of me. Oh, I'm helpless. Then you'll come back another lifetime and do it again and again and again and again till you get another opportunity like this where the ascension cycle comes to a close and people can all break loose at once. So, that's available to you, but it's really tiresome once you have the slightest bit of awareness. So, for example, last night, Tracy and I were getting into a fight, and it was hilarious. So we were fighting over leaving cabinets and dishwashers open, because when I'm in the kitchen, stuff's behind me, and I'm open, and I just bump into it. That's what I do. And she's telling me, why don't you look? And I'm like, oh, anyway, so we're just fighting about it. And then in the middle of it, I just say, sweetie, we're doing really good. This is all we're fighting about. Look at all our friends. I'm going through the list of the people with illnesses and all the other stuff. And I go, we're both together and we're aware of what's happening. And our biggest problems right now are whether or not the cabinet door is shut. And we just started laughing. We have it good because we understand this. Now, this doesn't mean it's easy. Like I said, I'm going through some pains in the body right now. Okay? So let me give you an analogy that my dad gave me a lot when I was a kid. I think this will help you. So, there's two kids. One's in a room full of toys, and all he does is complain. Oh, I just really want something that's not here. And there's another kid, and he's in a room full of horseshit. And he's jumping around, throwing the crap everywhere, and having a good time. And so they go to the kid that's in the room full of horseshit and say, look, you're in a room full of horseshit while you're happy. And he goes, well, there's all this horseshit here. There's got to be a pony in there somewhere. All right? So this is the whole attitude about where you're at and what you do with what you're at. And see, that's the whole thing about manifestation right now, is you're not going to get anything if you don't accept and appreciate what you're given now. You see, if you're sitting there saying, oh, I need to get better or get healthy, you're not accepting that right now you've created a body that is injured or hurt. Or, oh, I've got all this stuff, but I need this. Right? Keep wanting what's something that's beyond your realm. Spirit's not going to give you things that are beyond what you allow yourself to receive. So if you're looking for the next thing and you're not happy with what you got, Spirit's not going to give you the next thing because it said, look, you don't really accept what's given. And that's what's going on unconsciously, what I'm telling you about. You got to really clear your unconscious here. Whereas the kid who's in the room full of horseshit is like, oh, there's got to be something here. He's happy in his situation, so his horse is coming for sure because he's already in the emotional state to receive it. I know this is backwards and it doesn't make any sense, but it's kind of how the new energies are. You're going to be in a place where your outsides always reflect your insides. Remember, manifestation's gotten quicker. The energy's gotten stronger. You've up-leveled. So it's going to be in this situation where it's always going to show you what's happening internally. So if you're still playing the want game and the lack game, right? And it's not like you're doing it consciously. You're doing it unconsciously, of course. But if you see the want and the need and the lack around you, instead of the joy in the moment for whatever's going on, then that's what you're going to create more of. For me, right now, I'm playing the game of, I'm playing this injury game. So I'm dealing with all these fears that I've held trapped for how many decades about, growing old or being this or that. And I'm not accepting that, wow, I still have a lot of unconscious beliefs about what I'm going to become and what my limitations are. So I'm expressing them. Okay, so that's what I want to say about the second point here, is that manifestation has become quicker, both good and bad. So be very, very careful, especially with what's in your unconscious, because that's acknowledgement that you've leveled up, like the first point was. Now, the third point, the good news. Ta-da! The cavalry is coming. Help is stronger than ever. Because the veils are thinner and the energy levels have gone up on the planet, Spirit can do more for you. Okay? But there's the rules of free will apply, and you must understand the rules of free will to capitalize on Spirit doing more for you. And that is, you must ask and allow. You cannot get anything without asking, right? Because you got free will. And if you don't permission it, then it can't come to you. Now, the corollary to this is what we've been talking about earlier, and that is that if crap is coming to you and you're not getting what you wanted, then unconsciously you've permissioned that. And that's why I keep saying clear, clear, clear. Go in and look inside to see what's there so you can take care of that. Okay? So be aware of what you're permissioning and then actually ask for it. And that means you got to know what you want. You can't just go pray for the best, highest good, because the best, highest good is what's happening right now, because it involves everybody and they all got free will and this is what they're creating. Okay? So you pray for what you want very specifically. You ask for it, but then you allow it. Allowing is so important. When you ask for it, I like to ask by seeing it's already done and giving gratitude. Thank you that I've received this. It's way more stronger than asking, because the universe gives you more asking. All right? Whereas if you give gratitude that you have something, the universe gives you more reason to have gratitude by having things. It's always the way it is. Law of attraction, 100% works every time. Now, having said this, it's super important that you allow the gifts to come to you. And this is going to sound like it's a repeat, but it's really all the one energy of this month and the three aspects that I can understand. You got to go see in your unconscious what are the barriers that prevent the allowing. For instance, I'm working on health issues. So I have to go inside and I look at these things. Oh, I'm getting old. And then in my mind, unconsciously, that's equated with frail. Because I grew up watching people age and die. And so that's what I believe unconsciously. And then with that comes fear. Oh, I'm scared it's happening to me. So if I don't spend time with that fear, then I can never address the belief of what saw when I was growing up. And then, of course, it happens to me. Oh, I fell down the stairs. I hurt my knee. See how that falls into place. It was really only one step, but it was enough to tweak. And it was really cool too, because I was at this incredible restaurant in Prague and had the best waffles I ever had in my life. Oh my gosh. And then I ended up by celebrating with a tweaked knee. Right? So I really had to look at, okay, how do I allow goodness to come to me and then immediately fall back into, I'm afraid I'm hurt. Okay? So there's no victim here. Oh, this just happened to me. No. I'm a creator. I'm a God source energy being. And I understand that. And I'm asking you to understand that by understanding the subtleties of October's energy, which is that Spirit's here, but they can't do anything without your permission. And then your ability to receive. And unconscious beliefs set a wall. I can't get this. If I'm praying and holding the vision of me being youthful and young and spry and lithe and fit and healthy, but I have an unconscious belief that I'm old and I have to be weary and I'm decrepit, no matter what Spirit gives me, it's going to block. It's going to bounce off of that because I have free will. That is your gift. That is your power, your ability to choose. But now you have to understand it because you're not leveled down like you were. You stepped up. You're no longer in kindergarten. You're no longer in grade school. Okay, you stepped up and your awareness is what gives you this ability to receive. And what I'm asking you to become aware of is what's in your unconscious that's blocking you from all this. Now, really, it's kind of only one message, but it's got three aspects. And it's going to be a heck of a month for many people who do not understand the powerful creator beings they are. And so they're just going to go cycle deeper into creating more and more pain and agony. And you know how it is. You get together with your friends and complain. I mean, I literally called somebody up yesterday, asked them how they were doing. And for 20 minutes, they told me this problem. And I'm like, well, okay, this is how it is. You know, this is your reality. You wonder why you don't got a lot of people to talk to when that's what you present. Okay? It doesn't matter whether there's problems. Problems are out there. Of course they are. You know, I just told you I got problems. Oh, I got problems. We all do. It's part of being on Earth and figuring out the game of how to move through physical manifestation as a spiritually aware God creator being. Okay? So, you gonna get together with your friends and complain about it? Oh, whoa, have another pity party? Because, you know, those kinds of things are coming to an end soon, right? A lot of people are going down. They're leaving the planet. Saying goodbye because its energy is too dense and it hurts too much. And so you're going to see that uptick. And don't just take my word for it. Go look at insurance actuaries and look at the death rates ever since they have mandated certain treatments for certain illnesses that were quite the rage not too long ago. Look at the death rates. They're climbing and they're not leveling off yet. Okay? So this is what's going to happen. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news, like October's bad news. But hey, everybody likes Halloween, gets scary and all that crap, which I don't know why people torture themselves with that. But because they do it internally. And I'm just trying to say, hey, look, this is what's happening because you're creating it. Maybe you want to change your focus. Look inside, see what's blocked there. Release that, express it. Then be very clear on what you desire, so that it can come to you, because that manifestation is so much more powerful. Then ask Spirit, hey, come on, give me some help here, because they're showering you with gifts. Yeah, I remember the first time I heard it, I was listening to Cryon. He's talking about you're in a treasure room, but you're in the dark, so all you do is huddle and are afraid, but you don't know that if you could just open your eyes a little bit, or you can just reach out a little bit, you'd be stumbling over piles of the most incredible jewels and treasure there are. I never understood that. I thought it was just him kind of teasing, messing with my head. but now I get it. Now I see it very clearly, and here I am carrying this message to you. So there you have it, October's energy update. The 3 main themes is that help is coming, oh yeah, but you got to look at your hidden truths, and it's not hidden truths that are kept from you by others. It is your own hidden truths, because the summer energies have settled, and we're now at this higher level with quicker manifestation, both good and bad. Where are you going to put your focus? I know. You're listening to this video and you made it to the end. You're going to put your focus on the goodness that you desire. Amen. My blessings are with you. See you soon.